It's time for In Case You Missed It.
Just in case you missed it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, the y'all meanery's in full effect, y'all. I'm gonna just bypass all the all right news to get to some very important news. Jay-Z is under fire, y'all, and there's a lot of people coming forth with their feelings on what this man did. I actually sent you guys an ad that Jamil Hill did, which was very interesting if you read the whole thing, right? I think it was, when I first got the article, it was like, yo, Jamil Hill's going on him too. What's going on? I kind of read it. So she did acknowledge the things he's done, so forth and so on. But there was a tone of disappointment. And I want to talk to y'all and talk to Baller Nation. What is going on and what don't you see?
I think it's a tone more so of concern, right? Because if we're talking about like history, there have been plenty of people like us, like minorities, black people, that have used stuff like this for their personal gain.
Right.
Like, it's happened. We've had several sellouts.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100% facts.
That had great
not
track records.
Jay-Z is a sellout.
Not saying that.
All.
I'm just saying that people are familiar to what they're familiar with.
Right.
Like, I mean, plenty of times people have jumped ship and kept the rest of us down. So I don't know if I don't know. I'm confused by it. I'm honestly confused.
I just feel like it's a cultural thing that we do to each other, where it could be, if you're at the Holy Grail status, they want to shoot you down. They want to tear down all your conversations. Let's back up for a second. I mean, we're talking about Jay-Z, who has worn the Kaepernick jersey on Saturday Night Live. We're talking about how he's put it in his songs, how he's gone against the NFL in his songs. We're talking about him stopping concerts to actually talk about why we are kneeling and what the kneeling represents with the fist in there, so forth and so on. We're talking about a man who has supported Meek Mill and has started this criminal justice reform on another planet. We're talking about a man who pays legal fees
Lil
for,
Wayne.
you know what I'm saying? He did the Khalif documentary from the Rikers Island. He did the other documentary that was on BT. I mean, you have to first, before you start tearing a man of this caliber down, you have to first look at what he and his wife have done for the community. Yeah. That's one.
And on the surface, it's just natural for people to get scared or defensive when they don't understand something. It's just a natural feeling. And time will tell what happened or what's going to happen. We can't say it's good or bad right now. It's on the surface. We don't really know.
Well, we know that he didn't all the way include Colin Kaepernick, and that seems to be what everybody's issue is, because Colin started the movement by the protest, right?
He should be the center of attention in anything regarding this matter with the NFL.
Right. I think he is, but I think he also settled with the NFL. If I'm not mistaken, right?
He did.
So that means you took money from an organization who wronged you. There's no question whether they wronged him, but you took money from them after all of this, right? And then you have someone as powerful as Jay-Z come into the fold with the understanding that he supports you, right? It should be common knowledge that, okay, well, he might be better at business than I am. The question is, would you want someone at the table speaking on your behalf, or are you looking at it like he's an opportunist and he just wants to buy the jets? That's what I think it boils down to, especially to your point. It wasn't clear the first day what was going on. A couple of days later, it came out that he's going to be a minority owner in the Jets, which could potentially turn into a majority owner. Would you not see that tactic and support that, or would you continue to hate?
Yeah, I think sometimes you have to maybe make a deal with somebody that you don't really necessarily want to work with or thought that you would work with to, get to the next spot. But I think where we are right now, like, we need a leader that's gonna like communicate and educate us, because it's scary. It's scary to think that someone like him
didn't communicate properly.
No, I don't.
But he does that with his music too. Like, if you notice, he always comes in a very discreet, perfect opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think people need discreet right now. I think people need clear and precise.
You're asking him to be something that he's not.
Yeah, okay, but I can also say this: in wartime, right? When you're going to war, there are codes of war. Like, there are regions you can bomb. There are things there are different codes, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to send in the SEALs that nobody sees coming and effectively make change. And the thing, this is what I want to say. So he made a statement in the meeting with Roger Goodell that's getting a lot of feedback and a lot of pushback. And he said, we are past kneeling, right? So as a black man, right, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a witness to the 60s. I did not experience the 60s. I'm not that, but I've witnessed history and the disregard to humans, black human beings, right? And the way that we've been treated and the way we've been discarded, so forth and so on. And kneeling was a part of protest in certain instances, right? But then it became a time you stand tall and you know what I'm saying? You get active. And I think that he said in there a bunch of times that, you know, there's a need for action now. We can keep kneeling, but y'all are still playing football.
Yeah, like we got the point across of what
exactly. We made the statement.
What's the last thing? Y'all, they still playing football? Yeah,
you still taking that check. You still playing football, and you're still. And let's take it back even further. If we were to stop participating in all the, you know, structures of business, whether it be in business, economically, you know, financial, whatever, if we stop participating in basketball, football, this, that, and the third, yes, we are the majority. Black and brown is the majority in these sports. But if we stopped, we're going to take our players and go start our own. Do you know how far and how long that journey would be? Do you know how far and long it would take us to get to where the NFL is? And you can say, okay, cool, well, we could do it. We could take our dog. Okay, well, Zion should go to black college. You saw the guy, Chris Broussard.
I forgot who said that, but I thought that was a great point, though.
It is a great point in the college diaspora. But when you're talking about the NFL, you're not just going to tear the NFL down in one sitting. The best thing you could do is infiltrate the NFL. And let's talk about this. They're all 80. Every owner is 70. They're on the way out. Their kids don't think like them. So if you could get somebody in the mix that speaks the culture, and then we're talking about culture. We're talking about popular culture. Hip hop runs the world. Black culture always influences the world. So I'm just saying, I just think it's unfortunate when we have players like Eric Reed. We love him. That is Colin Kaepernick's right-hand man. What you are doing for injustice will go down in history. But change has to happen by people being in the mix and can effectively do it. Y'all not making change by continuing to, because you want to protest, don't play football. Every black person that's in the NFL, stop playing football. You can't do that, can you?
Stop watching it, stop going to it.
You can't do it, can you?
No,
can you stop?
No, I mean, I think anybody can, but I just think it's a matter of, okay, this is a dream. This is the way that I support my family. But like going back to the college thing, I do think that would be beneficial, Kenny, because if all of the money is now going to HBCUs, like we can use that funding to help us infiltrate the system. So I do think it's a great start.
I
agree with that.
And that's where you start, though. You don't start at the NFL level.
Yeah, no. Like start with the colleges, because the main thing is we need money. We need to have the financial power to really infiltrate the way that we want. So I thought it was a great point for all these, you know, African American athletes to go to HBCUs.
You know, I mean, Chris Broussard made that point, and it's an absolute fact. If we could, that's how you effectively make change. And
totally.
The only thing is, it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, you know, people want to dog Jay-Z for making this move. Not one time did he not represent Colin Kaepernick and his movement in the meeting. Not one time. And what was aired and what was amplified, still, even though he said, and I quote, aren't we past kneeling? Past kneeling means like, you continue to play football. You're kneeling in the protesting, yes. So if you can continue to play football and get paid and kneel, do so. But I'm past it. I want to own a team so that I can get at this table with these old waspy white people and make effective change. Nah, we're not doing that. If you took New York as a market,
number one market in the world,
and you own the Jets, it's lights out Joe Jackson.
And you forget this part too. Look at how Jay-Z looks.
He in there with the nappy naps. He got the shit on.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah, but that's why I say we don't know like the end result within his mind.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We only know what the media is showing us so far.
But we should be better towards our people.
Well, of course.
With your body of work. Now, to Sue's point earlier, there's been plenty of coon out here shucking and jiving and doing shit for money and gain. We know a lot of them, and we still celebrate them.
Yeah, but
you take a person like him who's done it.
Yeah, I just don't think we should just get upset or mad right now when we don't even know.
Keep the eyebrow up. Wait, just like when y'all was trying to tell me to give Kanye a chance, let's give Jay-Z a chance.
I mean, Jay.
you're right.
Y'all damn sure got on me about getting on Kanye.
Yeah.
But Kanye, Jay-Z
I don't think
say,
anybody's in here going off on Jay-Z.
Jay-Z didn't say
No,
flavor
I
was
wasn't
a
saying
choice.
y'all as in y'all.
Yeah.
I was saying y'all as in y'all.
No, but I like the point you're making about Kanye, because even Kanye, he fucking was with Trump, taking pictures and talking about he loving
He's
wearing a
still with
MAGA
Trump.
hat.
That's his partner.
But my point is, it's like it's the same thing, but body of work. Kanye does not have
Right.
Jay-Z's
does.
body of
That's
work.
why I'm saying
Or his background.
Or his
That too.
background.
Right.
I mean, although Kim and him had such freed, I think they actually had something to do.
That's what's
no,
up.
Child.
no, I'm not giving them cool points.
No, yeah, we
but
just,
I'm saying anyone who can affect change for our people, we gotta use them how we can use them. We can't continue to say Kanye's not a ally. If black folk is getting released from prison, if things are happening for our people, we gotta use it.
Yeah,
Use
but like
it.
you can still be a really good person and do fucked up shit.
Like,
you know
I think
what
But
I
I
mean?
don't think
Kanye's
Kanye's done anything fucked up besides wear the MAGA hat. If he
That's
chooses,
fucked up, though, my
I
nigga.
think I
That's
just
fucked
said
up.
besides the MAGA hat.
That's really
That's
fucking
really
I'm sa-
bad.
I
You
just
stand, it
said.
shows where you stand.
You feel me?
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
but
you over there.
But my
okay.
And I'm
point
gonna
is,
still wear it.
my point is that is fucked up. I just said that, but getting that motherfucking woman free or doing anything for the criminal injustice that's going on or anything he can do to help further the cause. I'm not saying he's the fucking face for it. I'm just saying we quick to put motherfuckers in boxes.
I think Kanye's best used for his
I don't think
artistry.
he a good example for this Jay-Z thing.
No, I'm talking
saying
about
that-
for me.
yeah,
I
I'm
was
talking
just
about
saying
for
they
him.
was getting on me
Yeah,
for
we was
like
on him
going
about
in on Kanye.
how bad he was going in on him.
We going in on Jay-Z. Let's wait and see, because everybody was like killing me in the comments. Let's see what Kanye's plan is for Trump. My nigga,
He's
what's the
reliving
plan
it.
now, bro?
Yeah. Where you at now,
All
bro?
the trolls. What's going on now? But I'm saying Kanye's best used and served for his artistry, like his sneaker, his taste in clothing.
Yeah.
That shit, he can affect change that over there, bro.
He ain't had that MAGA hat on lately. But yeah, so I think that's so let's finish it up and bring 360. You think what should happen going forward, and how should people treat Jay in this situation?
Time will tell. Timing is everything. We're gonna see what's up.
So do you think he's tripping?
Who's Jay-Z
Yeah.
tripping? I don't know. I'm just sitting back and watching.
I'm
Too
thinking the
solo?
same way.
Agreed. I mean, I can't say that he's tripping because I don't know the agenda yet. So we'll just, honest to God, we really will just see what
Rari?
happens.
I'm waiting to see. I know he's smart though. He not stupid.
Yeah, I don't. There's no wait and see for me. I think what he's doing is what's needed for culture. I think we need an actual physical seat at the table, and with all the amazing work that Cap has done, with all the awareness he's brought to criminal injustice, with Eric Reed and other players that are still continuing to need, we need that too. But I think he is now in position to be the, you know what I'm saying?
But look, this is not the
change on the ownership side, because that's the only way we're going to affect the game.
If he was to become a minority owner, whatever, you think he really supposed to tell everybody, yeah, I'm going to become an owner, I'm going to hire Kaepernick? My nigga, let the man get the job first.
Yeah,
and then let him make some moves.
If Cap didn't get paid, if Cap did not get paid by the NFL after this, if he didn't come to a settlement with, I think he probably, I don't know if he would have got a job, but I don't. It was to the point of like not fixing. It's like being in a fight with your boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of the situation, if you don't like your boss and you got a problem with your boss is gonna let you go. Now, was he supposed to be fired for fucking standing up for criminal injustice? No, absolutely not. But however the blackball went down, that's something that
he's clearly been blackballed.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, but that's something that we, like you said, we're not behind closed doors. We don't know everything that went on and was said on now, he was never supposed to go backwards on what he believed in and what he was fighting for. Colin was never supposed to, and that was his destiny in that situation. But you can't say that all these black people that still continuously want to get in the NFL should be fighting the system. They should be fighting to get ownership so they are not in controlled by these people or controlled by these people. That's the problem. You have no representation in the front office. Mm-hmm. None. Coaches don't have no power. Motherfucker, these owners, these people are in their 70s. Again, they're old. They're waspy. Their mentality is green more than any color. And they're on their way out. It's just fact. So I want people to be more thoughtful, because when people like Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce, because you gotta lump them together. I mean, they've done so much for culture and continue to, exemplify black excellence.
I think we are hoping for the very best. We're just gonna see what happens.
Facts.
Yeah, I know, but that's my whole problem, though. I can't get past this and go to fucking Baller Mail because we as a people wait and see what.
I mean, he's
What
already
Jay-Z's
plan is.
No, but the plan is there. He had a meeting to strengthen race relationships with the NFL. That turned into an opportunity for him to be a minority owner in the Jets. There's no other thing.
He's already doing something.
It's what he's done. It's what he's done. How can you say you want to wait and see what he's going to do as if he's not going to represent black people? That's what it sounds like.
No, I'm saying
this is a questionable. It's an uncomfortable thing. Like this is just a very complex, layered thing. So now, it's not that we doubt what he's done in the past.
It's Jay. Your knowledge of Jay-Z. No. Your knowledge of Jay-Z. If he's going to run for president of the United States, you're going to hold him accountable for each thing he does as it happens, but you're going to put him in office because of his beliefs and what you believe he can do. Am I not correct?
Correct.
For sure.
But my thing is, this is me speaking for me. My thing is,
this is me speaking for me.
Speaking for Baller Nation.
I'm just saying, it's some things that he has said, and I know that he has a plan. I'm just excited to see what the plan is because he has my trust, but I'm still kind of like, okay, because becoming an owner is a responsibility, my nigga. Like, that ain't, cool, you got the job, my nigga. Like, that's what's up. What you gonna do with the job, though? That's my thing, like.
But this ain't the presidency of the United States, though. He's gonna run his team,
but his ownership
he's gonna be fair to black folk and give them equal opportunity versus the cattle business that is run now by the white motherfuckers. That's what he's gonna do. Based off of now, see, we was on the same side for a second, but based off of how this is playing out, and he's so media savvy. Jay-Z's very media savvy. He doesn't say the right or wrong thing sometimes. He'll say something and let everyone else talk about it, like what we're doing right now. Right. And then when he actually has his plan and it unravels, we're going to talk about it again. So, I mean, I'm siding with Octavia. I think you're the same way. I want to wait and see what he's going to do.
What it ultimately is it he's going to be an owner? Is that what it is?
He's going to be a majority,
that's just it, then
minority owner.
That's set in stone. That's already out.
Well, that's out that's out that it's on the table.
Okay, so that's for sure. We know that for a fact that he's going to be an owner.
We know that he's working on it.
We know that it's on the table.
What I'm saying is, I don't know what's set in stone. I don't know what's coming out. I don't know the rollout of what's happening. I just know he had a meeting.
He hasn't said specifically anything. He has commentary. They ask him questions. He'll answer it in a way. He's not like Kanye. Kanye would have said a whole bunch of other shit. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to compare the two. I'm just saying Jay-Z is very swift and very smart. I can't grab that word, but he knows what and what not to say.
Right.
To put him, he's very strategic in how he speaks.
Right.
Especially, that's why, again, my thing is, I think the plan is, I know the language of a billionaire. I can put myself in that pocket. That very few people. Michael Jordan, I think, is the only other person that's in that billionaire talk. And I'm talking about Oprah, but Oprah's not owning a sports team.
Right.
But we got Michael Jordan. I think
Charlotte Hornets.
Usher with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he's minority. But it's very few African Americans in that pocket that can speak that language. That's a language that none of us understand or even know. Been around a few billionaires, but shit, I don't know the language.
Okay,
he speaks that language.
Absolutely, and I agree with that. I am saying let's take it back to brass tacks. Remember Jackie Robinson?
Yes.
You remember like when a black man entered the MLB or whatever,
Major League Baseball, correct?
Right. That's what's gonna happen, and it's happening because there's no black ownership. And all I'm saying,
so you're saying Diddy is next then? So then Jay-Z, then maybe Diddy comes in.
No, but my point is, and I'm not equating it to Jackie Robinson, but I'm equating it to you have a black man in a space where he has not been.
Okay,
and that's fortitude enough. That's applause worthy enough to be able to be at the table in that way.
Just be happy he at the table.
That's what I'm saying. And as a black man, right, married, I mean, this is the dream. Like seeing what him and Beyonce doing on multiple levels, and we've talked about every scenario with Beyonce and what she's doing and how she sets up her deal. I'm just saying, like, there's a black man at the table with all white people.
I'm happy he's at the table, you know, and I know he has good intentions, and I just hope for the very best going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, listen, I respect your opinion. I just don't know what else he could do besides being a black man in a room full of white motherfuckers as an owner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can continue. I just don't know what else he could do. I mean, if it was 19, whatever it was, when Jackie Robinson became a member of the Brooklyn Dodgers, then it would have been a whole, oh my God, we made it. And I don't expect people to look at or put him on. Who said that God? Somebody said looking at him like a god.
I'm curious to see like how the halftime shows are gonna happen. Like the artists that had previously declined, I wonder like if they're just gonna do it now because Jay-Z is a part of it. You know,
Baller Alert just reported that Jermaine Dupri was told by Jay
no,
he shouldn't do it.
He shouldn't do it
when it was here in Atlanta this past year. Based on obviously everything that was happening at the time.
Well, I'm sure that's going to change now that he's in it. He may invite certain people to come out.
All right.